Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Data Dispatch. We are back, kickstarting off the week here, the trading week. Let's talk about what we are seeing in Palantir Technologies, especially with a very large firm and a big analyst that come and issue a bullish correction, increasing their price targets for PLTR. Also, in addition, we have the markets that will be trading at a shortened week this week because of the 4th of July. Markets will close early on Wednesday and be closed for Thursday on the 4th. We also have the second half of the year of 2024, and the S&P 500 is still closing at record highs as we have the Magnificent Seven that are still continuing, and especially NVDA, to push up the broader market. We do see NVDA that is reporting very good, robust sales, and price targets are also increasing with this stock. So if you are a new or returning viewer, hit that like button, subscribe for daily videos, and of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm collecting all the data and dispatching it to you. Now, what we see on the screen here, Palantir Technologies closing here at 25.80, doing very well, up about 2% on the day, and holding at this mid-20s. Now, why I say this is doing well, you might be thinking, hey, it's only up 2%. Why would you say this is doing very well? Is because it's actually holding the mid-20s and is at more of this resistance point that Palantir starts to become a little uncertain. And we have the bulls and especially people in these long positions, and we see short-term traders all across the board, all the different types of traders that get a little uncertain with the PLTR at the 25s and above. Now, if it can hold at this level, and if we can see volume that continues to come into PLTR, this is where we can talk about what these analysts are talking about for this bullish correction. Things are looking healthy here, though, in terms of holding this area. The thing I want to talk about here is Bank of America coming in here, setting up this bullish correction, saying that PLTR reiterating a buy rating of up to possibly $30. And they believe that PLTR is poised for a significant upsize that is still driven by the accelerating adoption of artificial intelligence across the market. Now, they identify several factors that are going to propel Palantir's growth, but they really expect significant growth in the defense sector for AI integration. We've really seen this with Palantir continuing to establish those critical governmental contracts, and also, of course, additionally to this bullish correction here, to this move towards $30, you also have AIP, which has been incredibly bullish. And they say right here that one of the big things that they've seen is the AI adoptions really showing a significant upside from the trend. Now, in terms of the governmental side of things, these analysts from Bank of America here, they're anticipating defense AI integration to basically prepare for takeoff. And I would agree with this, trying to stay a competitor, especially in the military side of things, in terms of the defense industry. They're going to want to get involved with AI. Everybody's going to want to get involved with AI. And Palantir's relationship with this sector is already very strong. So in terms of credibility and trustworthiness, I think we're only going to continue to see an expansion here. Now, talking about leading into the commercial side of the business, momentum from the boot camps and other types of channels, what we're seeing here is a lot of these sales and these different types of sales cycles have not been fully, I want to say, relayed into the actual earnings reports and all the information that we have that becomes public from PLTR from those reports. And that's because AIP has only been out for about a year, 8 months now, and we haven't seen the true, I want to say, inflection of how powerful AIP can be in terms of conversion rates. Now, talking about this, right now what we're seeing, this does not fully agree with all the other analysts that are out there. You see right now in terms of the average price target, in terms of 12-month, there's talking about 22.55 and at about ratings for about 13 ratings here showing at a hold. Now, the reason a lot of these analysts here are much lower than what Bank of America is reporting is due to, of course, the valuation, which we know is one of the biggest criticisms of PLTR. Let's take a second to thank the sponsor of this video, MooMoo. Now, MooMoo is your one-stop trading app that offers free commission trading along with very powerful investment tools, making it easier for you to make those confident decisions within the market. Right now, new users can sign up utilizing my welcome bonus down in the description, and you can get up to 8.1% limited time APY on uninvested cash and up to 15 free stocks with a deposit. You also can get up to a $300 transfer in bonus, so you do not want to miss out on those rewards. Make sure you check out MooMoo down in the description. Back to the video. However, one thing that I think is important is that PLTR is starting to make itself across the headlines. And we've seen this looking here. Jeremy reports this, looking how PLTR is being displayed with some of the other big headliner tickers, the big 7 stocks. We're talking about Microsoft, Apple, Alphabet, and you got Palantir that's being noted on here, gaining traction. And in terms of this, Bank of America specifically, Amit here reported, has added PLTR as one of their top 9 picks for going long on in Q3. So it's cool to see that Palantir is not just popping up in the headlines, but is actually being added on some of these big firm long position lists. And this is keeping me bullish in terms of these big firms are basically agreeing with some of the opinions or the trajectories that I'm seeing, and so are a lot of the other bulls out there. Of course, it's important not to disregard the high valuation that we do see. Now, Palantir Technologies has earnings that's going to be coming up basically within a month now. We don't have the official announcement date, but I told you guys, time goes quick in this world. We were talking about earnings was far away, but it's ticking up quick. And with the shortened week that we have, even especially in this week, it's going to be about just a few weeks away. Earnings per share revisions right now are sitting at 7 in the bullish direction and 2 in the bearish direction. And one thing that I do specifically like here is that we're finally starting to see a little bit of realism from the analysts that are coming into what they are predicting in terms of earnings per share. The last several quarters, we've only seen bullish revisions. And the fact that we have some bearish ones here is, I think, aligning with the change that they made to the future guidance that was reported in last quarter. But however, if we go to the market right here, what's happening in the general market, we are seeing tech-heavy NASDAQ stocks that are continuing to grow and grow fast. You got Microsoft up 2.2%, Apple 3%, NVDA advancing another 0.6%, Treasury yields that are leading, and you have the second half of 2024 that has been kicked off to more record highs as we see the demand for AI across the board is not showing any signs of slowing down. So what we are seeing specifically is that investors are starting to become a little uncertain with what will be the peak of the market. But remember, what we do have with artificial intelligence, a lot of people believe that it is much more than just a temporary fad that we're seeing within the market, saying its ability to reignite productivity for companies in terms of the efficiency, cost savings, return on investment. We're seeing good ROIs on companies that are getting involved with AI, and specifically AI softwares. Palantir falls right into that bucket. So with the shortened trading week right here, we typically do see lower trading volumes. That's what we could expect going forward. However, great start to the first half of 2024. And we're seeing Morgan Stanley here showing no signs of cooling down with the AI market, raising its price targets on NVIDIA. Now, why they specifically did, they raised their targets here from 116 to 144 while maintaining that overweight rating. Because robust data was released from NVIDIA here showing impressive results with the sustained demand like I was talking about for NVIDIA's H100 and H200 chips. These large AI chips are continuing to boost a lot of sales and be in high demand. When you see this across the board, what you're seeing is not just opinion that is being displayed. Of course, we have, our opinion that we share, all the different analysts regarding PLTR, they can all share opinion. But we're seeing data and robust sales that are backing up the demand that we are basically seeing since the kickstart of AI. So that's really where we are in the markets right now. Really interesting to see. I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you think that whole $30 price target from Bank of America, do you think that's justified? Do you think that's possible? Or do you think PLTR is sitting up here in the mid-20s? Do you think investors are going to become a little more uncertain and possibly we could see a little bit of a pullback? Of course, only time will tell, but I think it's interesting to see, and I want to say congratulations to the bulls that are out there for PLTR, that we're seeing PLTR sitting at a very important point. Now, will the next leg up rally go to the 30s? And I think that's where we could even see more FOMO that starts to get settled into this particularly individual stock. Lots to digest here. Let me know, what do you guys think down in the comments? Let's start the discussion up beginning this week. Where do you see the market going here? PLTR, do you agree that in NVIDIA, do you think we're going to continue to see growth across that part? Peace out, take care, catch you guys later, and have a great week.